We've caught a break, Major. Our cruiser has finally gained an upper hand on the Order command ship, and we have been able to assume an actively maintained geostationary position over the Foucault Rift.
Finally. You should be able to intercept any of their dropships from that position.
Exactly. With their reinforcements to the region cut off for the moment, I want you to hit their main landing base. Orbital reconnaissance indicates the defenders are dug in, so I'm going to allocate Hog artillery pterodynes for your use.
Will I have time to employ the hogs effectively, or will I be rushed on this mission?
The ostrich should be able to hold its orbital advantage for the time being. You may attack at whatever pace you see fit. Just make sure that the landing base is scorched earth by the time you're done.
Great. On my way.
Welcome back to Ground Control, everybody. We have an interesting situation here. We have a new toy. Hog artillery pterodynes. Finally, we get to use the artillery. Yay! And also, everything looks good. I mean, our command ship's in charge of the orbital situation. They're cut off from reinforcements. What a difference from getting our butts kicked in the last mission. So, let's get to it. Now, we do have one more renamed squad, one data retirement. And we've also got a couple new ones coming in to feed us with the artillery. They didn't take away any of our existing stuff. They just gave us the new ones. Also, notice the way they've split our forces up very equally, almost symmetrically, among the two dropships. That'll be coming into figure a little bit later. Okay, so we are doing an attack mission, and we have artillery. That means it's going to be sort of a slow, steady advance, which is what Crayven is built for with their military. So, given that scenario, I think we're going to go with defensive for most of our troops. And let's see, why not go with the radar just in case we need it? I like going anti-tank with these infantry, and then the Storm and Gormans. Then with the dead meats, since they're the Jaegers, it's the way it's worked out, switching them over to, the raw being anti-infantry. And then I could go either way on this, but I'll stick them with the med kits. Okay, so we'll keep a light pterodyne in there. We'll make them defensive. And I think I like going with depleted uranium on those more than the grenade launchers. You could go either way, but that's the way I like to go with it. And let's see, why don't we go with, just in case we need it, anti-air, because I think that might be the one weakness we could potentially have with, against ground units. The rest of our force should really be cleaning up. The Humble Himbos, main battle, again defensive. See no reason not to use the other default stuff. One data retirement will debut under that name. They've been around a while under the Vanguard name, in Scout Pterodyne. For them, I don't think we want to go defensive necessarily. Let's just leverage that speed advantage that they have. In case they need to get out of any sort of trouble, definitely give them the grenade launchers for anti-infantry, because we're not going to be fighting armor with them. And then they have anti-tank mines. So why not? That would seem to be more of a defensive thing. I don't know that we'll get a chance to use it on an offensive operation, but maybe there'll be a situation that, gives us a reason to. Main battle for the Headhunters, and then the massive Roughnecks, or other artillery. And I want the artillery to go offensive in both of them, because the Hogs, ballistic artillery grenades, works best when used with forward-observing scouts. The artillery is heavily armored and extremely slow. It cannot target airborne targets. What does artillery normally do? Stays back from the main line, lobs shells over to the enemy, traditionally, classically. So having them hit harder would be the most important aspect of that. And then the Janus warhead, I have to admit, this is a name that has me stumped. I don't know what the Janus is referring to. I'm sure there's somebody famous out there that it's bouncing off me. So if anybody knows what that is, let me know. I will definitely appreciate that. And then we can do repair module or the image intensifier. Why would I want them to see further? Other stuff is going to see for them. So I'll just do the repair, even though it makes a little difference. But getting back to the Janus warhead, what these actually do is they're more accurate than the normal shots. Which, a different warhead I would think would be more powerful, but that's not the way this works. So that was a little bit counterintuitive, at least for me. All right, let's get to it.
New drop zone.
We have 2 drop zones. Let's take a look at them. One here, one here. Why 2? Well, they did split up our dropships into 2 basically identical sets of 4 squads. Nearly identical. And we've got, if you look at our main target, the outpost, we could go up on this path behind or in this open, wider area. We also have a crater, clear it with artillery. We've got these gun fortifications to knock out. The thing is, they clearly want you to do a pincer movement or a 2-pronged attack. Only problem with that is it's colossally stupid. There's no way Major Parker is going to do that here. She's smarter than that. We saw in the very last mission how dangerous the Templar torpedo infantry are if you don't have good scouting and you don't see everything that's going on. And going back here through these ravines, perfect area for them to stage an attack. The Crayven works better in open areas where they can have slow, methodical, leapfrogging assaults. And not only that, we've got a mostly armor group of forces, and we've got artillery added to us, which just makes it even better for that. So, no, we are not going to be taking the direction that the game inexplicably wants us to take.
Dropship entering atmosphere.
Unless it was an intended feint or something. We're coming straight down here, up for that crater.
Recommendation. Enemy patrols in the vicinity. Your artillery will be vulnerable to attack from mobile forces.
And our main battle line will be here. Jaeger infantry on the right to scout. Yes, that is the right. I know my directions. Scouts on the other side. And here are our 2 wonderful artillery pterodine groups. They will be behind, protected. APC will go with them. There we go. And we're shooting at a recon aerodyne. Okay. Be that as it may, our scouts are going to advance. Particularly since the enemy now knows we're here. Let's not wait for them to come to us, shall we? Not seeing anything more, so we'll move on ahead.
Artillery moving out.
Very important to keep the artillery reasonably close by, but behind the line, because they have such long range. It does not benefit them at all to be up too close and get shot.
Okay, Commander.
And let's move forward more.
We're on our way, Major.
And we've found a couple blips up there. We've got, okay, a couple of small turrets. We don't need them for this, but let's use our
Attack order received.
artillery on those.
Beginning barrage.
Now, one thing about the artillery, they fire on these long, high arcs. Takes them a while to get to the target. You do not want to be there when it lands, as we saw earlier. But the other thing is, they can either move or they can fire.
Enemy structure destroyed.
They cannot do both. So you get them where you want them, and then you have them shoot. Whereas most other units can...
Yes, Major. Moving
No,
out.
no,
Order
no.
received.
Most other units can both shoot and fire at the same time. So there was a bit of a casualty there. And okay, we have some medium hoverdynes making their appearance.
Move order received.
Let's move forward a bit. We definitely want to get our line up here on this hill to deal with those.
Artillery moving out. Yes, Major. Moving out.
And they don't look like they're interested in us right now.
Okay, Commander.
Let's keep moving up and make them a little more interested, shall we? Alright, they're going to keep ignoring us. We'll just target our beginning crater.
Area targeted for bombardment.
Destroy it with artillery, they said? Oh, okay, now they're coming after us. And I don't need it for this, but these are very helpful with the
Enemy
hoverdynes.
attacking Squad 8. Squad 8.
Let's go ahead and hold fire.
Secured. Moving at
Some of the
once,
shots
Major.
missing our line and going through and hitting their artillery. But nonetheless, we can see they're also
Beginning barrage.
having fun here. Let's
Enemy
see.
attacking Commander PC. Enemy hoverdyne destroyed. Squad 7 recharging. Enemy hoverdyne
Boom.
destroyed.
So with everybody's help, we have exterminated that group of medium hoverdynes quite efficiently.
Area targeted for bombardment. Area targeted for bombardment.
There we go. And I am not particularly concerned about a small group of Crusader infantry.
Commander, we're moving out.
Let's move up here and then
Enemy
continue
structure destroyed.
our process.
Squad 8 recharging. Enemy infantry
Gonna
destroyed.
chew up this infantry. Alright. Back to the crater.
Area targeted
Enemy
for
infantry
bombardment.
destroyed.
And now we wait. So fighting this sort of artillery advance is just that sort of thing. You're
Okay,
going to be relaxing, just hanging
Enemy
out,
attacking squad 3.
go ahead and move
Squad
these
8
up a bit.
recharging. Enemy hoverdyne destroyed.
and just waiting for them to destroy stuff. I don't need the artillery's help with light hoverdynes. Got plenty of firepower here to rip them
Enemy
up
hoverdyne
in
destroyed.
short order. Boom. There they go. Alright. Let's move up along the wings with our scouting more.
we're on our way, Major.
You can see by the fact that we haven't completed that objective, there's more stuff in there. Huh. Got more turrets over that way.
Move order received.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Well, apparently it wasn't the last of them.
Move order
Enemy
received.
structure destroyed. Ordered fortification destroyed. Recommendation: engage and destroy the retreating Crusaders before they can reach the safety of their base and reinforce.
So, I never understood that particular objective. Why do we care about one squad of Crusaders? We've already taken out a bunch of hoverdynes.
Okay, Commander.
Presumably, we've got more. We've definitely got several, gun emplacements to go through. And Crusaders are overall, the least concerning of the Order hostiles
Major.
that we've run into.
Moving out.
That's the first one you see in the game. Why are we concerned? Like, if they were Templar, I might want to move heaven and earth to kill them. But, that's not what they are. And then if we try to rush forward at them, back this way, well, we're going to probably get shot at by the additional gun emplacements. So, I've always thought that whole idea was just a rather ridiculous
Okay, Commander.
Squad 7
objective.
recharging.
We're certainly not going to lose any effort on anything else to make it happen. Let's move our... because I know there's that one turret I saw up here, so I'm moving up that way. That's why I'm not moving the scouts forward on this side. There it is. We'll make it go away. And now we got
Enemy
scout hover
structure
bikes coming the other way.
Okay,
We'll
Commander.
move out
We're
this
moving
way. Maybe we can angle over
Enemy
this way a
attacking
bit and do
squad
something useful.
Okay, Commander. We're moving out.
Scouts up a little
Order
further.
received.
Then we've got the Jaegers. And, honestly, they can handle this. So I'm not too worried about that whole situation. Let's set up our
Enemy
artillery for the
attacking squad 5.
next objective.
Area targeted for bombardment.
Now we'll get a bit of a handle on their range, because they are having to move forward here. Just a bit, though. They can shoot from the far side of the crater all the way over to there. That's not bad.
Enemy attacking squad 5.
Alright, let's send the light pterodynes over here and help. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with a pulse turret first. Well, that's fine.
Okay, Commander.
Get on top of that little ridge.
Enemy attacking squad 2.
Maybe a bit more.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Getting stuff blown up over there. That's good.
Enemy structure
I
destroyed.
just want to mop this up in a vaguely safe manner.
Enemy attacking squad 5.
Jaeger infantry took a
Enemy structure
bit.
destroyed.
Jaeger, not Jaeger. Anyway, they took some hits, but not too bad. Okay, let's... because I want to make sure we stay well away from this.
Okay, Commander. Move order
If we maintain sort of operational integrity on this mission, then we are fine.
Artillery moving
Problem
out.
is that it's easy not to. So, you can lose... if we get flanked by the enemy at any point along here, we're in trouble. But
Okay, Commander.
we have the
Major,
firepower
we're moving out.
that this is not going to be a problem knocking out all these gun emplacements with our artillery, as we can see. Now, let's see, move up more.
Yes, Major. Moving out.
I'm going to send the Jaegers in over here because I want to see
Move
what
order
is
received.
left. Still don't see anything.
Major, we're moving out.
Okay. We've got a voltage house.
Area targeted for bombardment.
And nope,
Pulverizing target.
I don't want to target the area, just target that. And these are pretty resistant to damage. A lot of the buildings they have in here are. It takes a while for normal units to get rid of them. Now let's... Don't necessarily like having it that far forward. Let's move up the command APC,
Moving at once,
because I want to repair those
Engine
Jaegers.
structure destroyed. Gun
There we go.
emplacement destroyed. Sensors indicate 3 more along the riverbed.
Okay.
We're going to move off this way, and we'll see why in a moment.
Yes, Major.
Move up the
Moving out.
infantry. Let the Jaeger be for now. But you can see they got much more
Squad
farther
5
forward, they could have
recharging.
gotten hit. But anyway, we're going to this one next. And there's this little rise over here, and then there's more of a dark area around here. It does create a blind corner here. But for being over in this area, it really makes sense to sort of sweep around this and then try to knock some of this stuff out. So that's what we're going to work on. And let's go ahead and get our artillery firing at it right away.
Area targeted for bombardment.
There's no point in waiting, and they can just stay right where they are and do that. Okay. Jaeger, you're up to snuff. I need you... Nope. APC to...
Right away, Major.
Nope, I don't want you there either. Yeah, some of the main battles there need some attention. So we're going to move up into this dark area. Move the scouts behind the cover of the hill.
Commander,
Squad
we're
3
moving out.
recharging. Enemy structure destroyed.
Meanwhile, we do some repairing and some pummeling. And we're making some good progress there.
Move order received.
Moving at once, Major.
Let's move our artillery up
Artillery
some.
moving out. Yes, Major. Moving out.
And then we'll start shooting again. Scouts, you move forward a little bit more.
Warning. The Astrid is picking up incoming order aerodynes on fast attack vectors. They have a lock on the enemy base, but the aerodynes will be here in less than 20 minutes.
Alright. So, the first part of this mission is fine, but once you reach this point, you now all of a sudden do have time pressure despite
Okay, Commander.
Squad
VP
7
Hayes
taking friendly
saying that you wouldn't. Oh, hello. What do we have over here? Crusader Infantry. Okay. That's a weird place for you.
Okay, Commander.
You go ahead and come over this way, and we've got...
Squad 8. Squad 8 recharging.
Yeah, they're attacking them. Let's
Move order received. Attacking target.
blast them with our
Enemy infantry
main battle
destroyed.
pterodines. Yeah, we're taking hits here, but I can't imagine they're going to cause us... This is going to delay us, is all this is
Enemy
going to do.
attacking Squad 8. Squad 8 recharging. Enemy infantry destroyed.
Meanwhile, we can see there's more stuff down here. There's a arena pulse turret. There's an outpost.
Attack order received.
Let's go ahead and make them go away. One shot should be enough for that.
Pulverizing
So we'll switch to
target.
the outpost. And again, we're trying to conserve time.
Enemy infantry destroyed.
Where possible.
Enemy
Now they're
attacking
gone.
Squad 4. Squad 4 recharging.
Moving right away, Major.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Boom. Okay, what's left? Voltage house.
Getting barrage.
Get that out of here.
Squad 7 recharging.
Let's move our scouts up this way now that we've eliminated most of... Actually, all the way up here. Eliminated most of the threats here.
Okay, Commander.
Go
we're
that
moving out.
way. Jaegers, why don't you
We're on our
come
way.
around this corner? Almost looks like you're shooting at something. Okay. Here's the rest of it. Beautiful.
Enemy structure destroyed. Second emplacement destroyed.
Move up the artillery. And then we'll take care of that other one.
Move order received.
Because I could start shooting at it right away, but I don't think we really want to do that. And look at the Jaegers are knocking down the tier 7 Guana turret. They don't mess around. Now, we don't want to forge too close until we get rid of that. Where are we with you guys? Okay, you're in position. So, you can see the Guana turret as we target it,
Pulverizing target.
but it's flanked by the two pulse
Enemy
turrets,
structure
then you got your
destroyed.
outpost and the voltage. And that's pretty much what
Getting barrage.
each of these gun emplacements are. Now, I just saw something coming down this way. So hopefully we get another look at it.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Let's see.
Attack
Let's
order
go for the
received.
outpost next.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Pulverizing target.
Let them shoot at that one more time. There they go. And then just go for the
Beginning
voltage house.
barrage.
Not seeing anything else.
Structure destroyed.
And then once that's gone, this will be over. Okay. So, let's move up our Jaegers.
Order received.
Where are you? Move up our scouts.
Okay, Commander.
Mission
We're
structure
moving out.
destroyed. Fortification down. Sensors indicate enemy armor incoming.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, what are you shooting over here? Ah, shoot.
attacking
Torpedo
squad 6.
infantry. Back up.
Enemy infantry
Everybody
destroyed.
freaking back up.
Moving out.
Oh, doggone it. Get up here.
Moving at once, Major.
Okay, Commander. We're moving out.
Squad 2 recharging.
And
Enemy
let's go.
infantry destroyed.
Yes, they're hitting us
Enemy
already.
Squad 3.
Run. Run.
Enemy
Hit them.
infantry destroyed. Squad
Run.
3 taking friendly fire.
Doggone it. Run.
Okay, Commander. We're moving out.
Squad 3 recharging.
Did we get them?
Move
I'm moving my infantry up. I'm not taking any chances with torpedo infantry, even though we only have 15 minutes left. We've got 2 more targets.
Affirmative. Position acknowledged.
I think we've got enough time that I've got to be careful here. Okay, where's my APC? Go repair the scouts
Right away,
so
Major.
they can do their job again. I think we got them.
Understood. I'm on my way.
Squad 6 recharging.
You hang over there and you make sure. Not that far. Okay. Well, we're better now, so let's
Move order received.
move up. Jaegers, you go back over here. And let's rotate. Oh, hello.
Received.
All right. Here's where that enemy armor is they were speaking of. Medium hoverdynes and heavy hoverdynes. We're going to hit the heavy ones. Heavies are like, well, they're like mediums, only more so. They're not as mobile, but they hit hard and they are heavily armored. They are the best competition, at least of what we've seen so far, for Crayven armor. And, okay, we've moved back a little bit too far now, so it's touchy, because we can't even see them. Oh, never mind. They're going to make sure they can be seen.
Enemy attacking
Scouts,
squad
hang out
2.
back here. Why do I not have you up yet?
Move
Repair.
order received. Moving at once, Major.
And
Enemy
then
hoverdyne destroyed.
Pulverizing target.
maybe targeting the wrong thing there. I want to just try to hold the battle
Squad
line
3
until we
recharging.
knock them out
Enemy
with the
attacking
artillery.
Squad 2.
And we're repairing here okay, but we're taking some significant
Enemy
damage.
hoverdyne
Boom! That's what we wanted to see happen. That is outstanding.
Beginning
Okay,
barrage.
now moving on.
Squad
Although actually I don't want you to
recharging.
do that. You move up
Order
here.
received.
You need to keep them with the line, because we should be able to handle
Order received.
medium hoverdynes, especially ones that are heavily damaged with our group here.
Okay,
Move up the
Commander.
scouts.
We're moving out.
Enemy hoverdyne destroyed.
Never mind.
Squad 3 recharging.
Okay, they actually were shooting while they're moving. I've never seen that before. I didn't think they could. Yeah. Okay. I take back what I said earlier. I was wrong about that, because I've seen them not do it before, so I'm not sure what the problem was. Anyway,
Pulverizing target.
we're going to take out that... Hold on. What? Crusader infantry. That looked like torpedo infantry, though.
Beginning barrage.
Okay. Where is our...
Affirmative. Position acknowledged.
Enemy
We are going
structure
to keep
destroyed.
these infantry over here and be... Yep, here they come. Go.
Affirmative. Attacking.
Everybody else retreat. You
Enemy
go.
infantry destroyed.
Run. There we go.
Enemy
Chew 'em up,
infantry
boys.
destroyed.
Yes, that is how you handle Templar right there.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Squad
You
3
kill them before
recharging.
they get in
Enemy
range of your
infantry
armor.
Destroyed.
Major, we're moving out.
Beautiful. Okay, now, if we may resume the previously mentioned operation.
Area targeted for bombardment.
Let's get our scouts back out over there.
Okay, Commander.
So the Storm and Gormans may have not been involved in most of the fighting on this mission. But, I mean, the artillery is pulling most of the heavy work anyway. They have really gotten the job done here. That was a great, great thing they just did. 12 minutes. Got to keep an eye on the clock. Jaegers, move up along this way. So I want to gradually shift towards this. See, Marine Infantry, you get up there. Actually, no, I think I want my scouts up
Order
there.
received.
And Marine Infantry over here, because I'm just... I want to have infantry on both sides to protect against Templar. And what's that? Oh, a missile launcher. How lovely. Looks like we're only missing potentially a voltage house over there. We still can't see it all, though. Why don't you shoot a couple shots at that missile launcher? Again.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Boom. Okay, let's move forward our artillery while I have the chance.
Moving out.
Or if you're up here, there's nothing here. Why is it saying we haven't completed this objective?
Move order received.
Oh, it was hiding in the darkness. Heh, you're so sneaky. Okay, run away.
Affirmative. Position acknowledged.
Now we know what it is.
Attack order received.
Target it. The infantry should get out of there before they show up. So,
We're moving out.
we're going to move along this way. We have 10 minutes.
Okay, Commander, we're moving out.
Another recon aerodyne.
Move order received.
Hello. Howdy, fellas.
Move order received.
Welcome to our dance
Squad
party.
2 taking friendly fire. Enemy structure destroyed. All gun emplacements destroyed.
Beautiful.
Move order received.
Enemy hoverdyne destroyed.
All right. Yeah, let's just shoot them with artillery and make sure we get the job done. And I left my APC behind, but it's coming. Torpedo infantry up there, you don't say.
Squad 3 recharging. Enemy hoverdyne destroyed.
I'm keeping my armor away from them. I'm not even getting up in between all this. I think that looks like a trap.
Okay, Commander.
Okay, we're gonna switch and head towards this outpost.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire.
Infantry up here in case they try any funny business. Scouts as well.
We're moving out.
Squad 3 taking friendly
Okay,
fire.
we're
Enemy
seeing guana
infantry
turrets, we're
destroyed.
seeing pillboxes, we're seeing all kinds of fun things out that way.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Enemy structure destroyed.
Artillery
Move order
forward.
received.
Jaegers are plinking away at these, and we're going to be ready if they try anything funny.
I'm on my way.
Okay, those are, I don't know what. Goodness. Alright.
Are you sure? Beginning barrage.
One shot should do it. Then hit the
Attack
barracks
order
once.
received.
Enemy aerodyne destroyed.
Bingo. Now hit the other
Pulverizing
barracks.
target.
So once you're used to these, you can just sort of move from one target to the other. The thing is, I need the Jaegers forward more. I need spotting.
Enemy structure destroyed.
And I think they're the best unit to give it to me right now because they're not so vulnerable to the Templar. There's more Templar. Hold on.
We're on our way.
Hold on. Can we do this?
Special
Enemy
weapon
infantry
Yes, we
destroyed.
can. Beautiful job.
Major, we're moving out.
Now we're only worried about Templar on one side.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Alright, now you target
Beginning barrage.
the ammunition depot. And let's see what else we have. Oh, there's other fun things back here. That's just a cargo. Okay, we don't have to worry about the cargo things.
Enemy infantry destroyed.
You know what? Let's fire a single
Enemy
Janus
infantry
warhead
destroyed.
at this
Special
processing
weapon loaded.
plant. Just for fun. Bingo.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Got that one? Let's hit these
Pulverizing
containers, maybe?
target.
Let's move up and get a little bit better sighting.
Major.
Gonna be ready to move you back, gonna have to be, but I can move the scouts up, but they'd be more vulnerable. They also have
Enemy structure destroyed.
speed, so didn't really watch what that Janus was doing.
Beginning barrage.
Enemy structure
And we need more
destroyed.
sighting yet. Move over here into the dark. Okay, Templar, that's fine. You do what you want over there as long as we keep our eyes on you. Aha, now we've got more stuff. Let's fire off another Janus warhead.
Special weapon
Advanced
loaded.
power station. If they have any more turrets, that will take care of those. Okay, they've got Crusader infantry there. Okay, hold on. Back up.
We're on our way, Major.
We're having all kinds of fun here. They've got all kinds of Hoverdynes.
Target.
Move order
Move
received.
forward a bit there.
Move order
You go over this way. And you know what? I'm going to risk moving the armor forward, but not by that much.
Moving at once, Major.
So we need to, yeah, we need to be able to see these and eliminate. There we go. Okay, just target this entranceway. They're all crowding around it. Target it. Okay, they're coming forward more. Target it there. Let's fire up another Janus warhead.
Special weapon loaded. Area
Yep.
targeted for
Alright, they're all
bombardment.
coming out. Retreat.
Major, we're moving out.
Move
Enemy
up,
Hoverdyne
repair.
destroyed. Enemy attacking Squad 7. Enemy Hoverdyne destroyed. Squad 7 recharging. Enemy Hoverdyne destroyed.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. See ya, fellas. Okay, now you may resume your regularly scheduled destruction of the enemy facility. With
Squad
almost
7
5 minutes
recharging.
left. And Templar torpedo infantry, more of them. Okay, that's unfortunate. Crusaders. But our objective says what? Destroy all important buildings, not destroy every single unit on the map. So let's continue.
Enemy structure destroyed. Power station destroyed. All power
Beautiful.
supply terminated. Enemy automated defenses halted.
Nothing there, nothing there. There isn't a whole lot left. Let's clear that outpost.
Enemy Hoverdyne destroyed.
Okay, Commander.
Move forward a bit more with our scouts.
Mission structure destroyed. Outpost destroyed.
Yes. Outstanding.
Mission
Outpost.
update. All objectives complete. Fall back to retrieval point. Alert. Radar picking up incoming order aerodynes.
Okay, our work here is done. Yeah, we can see them up there. We do not want to wait around for them.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Understood.
And so we have a few minutes left.
Squad 2 taking friendly fire.
Load up. And then we're going to get out. And the thing about this
Command
is...
APC taking friendly fire.
Come on, get in the APC. Please get in the APC. We're going to head down here to the pickup zone.
Move order received.
And you could say, well, what about if we get
Recharging.
ambushed by more on the way? Well, we cleared out everything on the way, on this path on the way here.
Squad
Seems very
7
unlikely
taking
anything got
friendly fire.
by us. So at this point, it's just, let's get out. Oh, doggone it.
Move order received.
Jaegers are still not in for whatever reason. I think they were in, too.
Squad 7 recharging.
I probably included them in the move order or something like that. Okay. APC,
Major, I can't
you get
go
out.
there. Moving right away, Major.
And so from here, the artillery are definitely seen to be very powerful. But also, they're one of those units that some people think they just ruin the strategic element of the game. And there's an argument for that because, you know, if you can use it to basically knock out anything given enough time, as long as you're not in a hurry, artillery are the thing to use to knock out ground targets. And so, just the power that they have really tends to skew the game balance later on, as we're seeing in this mission, which is essentially all this really is a tutorial for the Hog artillery, and it's a good tutorial for it. But it's still one of those situations you just can't... The whole thing earlier in the game where you've got your armor and your infantry and different choices for different things, there isn't much. If you protect the artillery from anti-air and you have time for them, there's just not much they can't do. Now, here is an example of what happens if you do not complete the attack in time. First, you'll see a couple of recon aerodynes, but then you get swarmed by all of this, and very bad things will happen to your convoy.
Enemy
There's
attacking
no way you're going to
Squad
have enough
7. Unit
anti-air to
lost.
fight
Squad
this
7.
off successfully, so don't let it happen.
Mission accomplished.
Now this was more like it. When we get decent intelligence and Hayes loosens the purse strings on equipment, I can actually make some headway out there. The Tawnies are good, but they depend too much on staying hidden. That raid today cost them heavy. Not just in the landing site we pulverized, but in that Aerodyne attack as well. Whoever choked and issued that launch command is going to pay a heavy price for that stupidity. When we fire their flight vector right back down their throats. They have to figure that we'll be rolling in tomorrow. Unfortunately, they'll be prepared.
Okay, so we get intel for the next mission. That's interesting. It's also worth noting at the end of that mission, we're using 2 dropships to come in, but only takes 1 to pick them up. Did we have some sort of magical miniaturization ray that we, shooting everybody as they get in the dropship to leave, and then they're expanded to normal size when they go aboard the asteroid? I'm thinking they just made one, ending sequence that was standard for each mission. So, nothing for our major, of course. Storm and Gorman, still veteran, 4 kills on the mission. Dead Meat's our blood veterans now, 4 killed and 3 buildings destroyed. That's the 4th of the 5 ranks. They, despite having, and they didn't lose anybody. They broke their streak. Military Police, 9 kills, 2 buildings, also blood veteran. Humble Himbos, regular veteran. Data Retirement, regular veteran, 5 on the day. Headhunters, still inexperienced. I'm really surprised they haven't gotten up to experienced with 15 kills in 2 missions. I'm wondering if there's like a diminishing returns on that later in the mission. Hungry Lions are up to veteran with their 16 kills and 20 buildings destroyed. Oh, go artillery. And the Massive Roughnecks? 18 kills, 27 buildings destroyed, field excellence, aggressive, and destroyer. That's another thing about artillery is their power makes them tend to level up pretty quickly. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of the Hog Artillery. Ground control will continue, and we'll see what's going on with the source base for those Aerodynes coming up next.